whatever, if you put in your head, if you imagine a picture of Allah, if you said, okay, Allah looks like this, that's not it. If all of humanity got together and decided, okay, God looks like this, and they drew a picture of him, that would not be it. There's nothing more powerful than Allah, and He's the creator of everything. Everything you can see, everything of the seen and the unseen. The ghaib, it's the Arabic for the unseen. And we as Muslims, we worship Allah alone. And when we say we worship Allah alone, that means without partners. That means we don't ask, let's say, a person, a sheikh, like a knowledgeable person. We don't ask them. We don't worship them. We don't ask them for help. I think that's mine. we don't worship them. We don't ask them for help. We don't let's say go to a rock and rub it for blessings or anything like that. Now, what do you know about Muhammad? Okay, he's the messenger of Islam. He's the prophet of Islam. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That just means sallallahu alaihi wasallam means peace and the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. He is the messenger of Allah. That means he brought the message of Islam, the message of God, the way Allah wants us to live our lives, the way Allah wants us to worship Him. He was given that by Allah to bring to us, to bring to all of humanity, okay. Not just the Arabs.
I'm interrupting you now. The guy said that I need to leave. Give me your closing statements. He's leaving now, and that's all he got from your message. So what are you leaving with?
Okay, you're leaving. Okay, cool. Just want to ask, are there any more questions you want me to answer quickly? Okay, no? All right. Just have one more question for you. Do you want to become Muslim? Is there any other thing you want me to clarify? And do you want to become Muslim?
Jazakallah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Like, you can actually put that clip on YouTube and say, brother in Calgary speaking to jinn. You know? It would work very well. But, Brother Shiraz, Jazakallah very much. That was very brave of you. And I just wanted everyone to see how easy it is. It's just really, he was just talking to somebody. It was really nice and easy. He's just explaining as any Muslim, and it doesn't have to be a smooth speech with no stuttering and no stopping and no tripping. It's just you talking to another human being. It's no big deal, you know. So, Jazakallah khair, thank you very much. Anyone else? Just so people get the flow of what it's like. Tfaddal.
I don't want to come up though.
You don't?
Can
I give you the microphone?
No, I was trying my argument.
Uh-huh.
Basically, when you give them at the Dawah table, Christian comes up to you, they tell you they're Christian, you ask them about they basically higher status of the priests.
And what?
The status of the priests.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll tell you that they can't marry, they can't bear children. So then basically therefore they're giving a higher status to the priest than God.
They can't marry, they can't...
The Catholic priest.
So this is what is this? Who gives this argument? Students come to you and they say what?
Say like a Catholic comes to you at the Dawah table. They want to ask for the slap. So basically, you ask them, about their background. They say they're Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
So in the Catholic Church, the priests, they can't marry, therefore they can't have children.
Mm-hmm.
But in their religion, God has children. So
right.
Basically, they're giving a higher status to
okay.
than God.
Okay, so you're using this as what?
Basically, a refutation of...
A refutation.
Basically, because their God has children, but their priests can't have
them. Fair. Excellent. I think there's a scholar, if I'm not mistaken, it was Imam An-Nuri, who made the same argument that you did when he visited the church, and he greeted everybody, and then he went to the big shot and said, how are you? He said, how are your children? And then everybody got upset, His Holiness, he doesn't have children. He said, SubhanAllah, he doesn't have children, and you claim that Allah has children. So it's the same argument that you used. It's awful. The thing is this. Sorry, one second. So getting back to Jazakallah khair again, Shiraz, it's just a really simple thing. You're speaking to these people. So this is, there's some guidelines here. When you approach people during IAW, you basically, you give them your name, you greet them, ask how they're doing, how are you doing, sir, how are you doing today? My name is so-and-so, and if your name is difficult, you can simplify. I always say, my name is Kamal, it's like Jamal, but with a K, and they'll go, oh, okay. Or like, come one, come all, or kill them all. So, just kidding. So then what happened? Then and then a little bit of explanation of what's going on today, what's going on this week. I also want to sell the rest of this week, right? What's happening on campuses this week? We actually have Islamic Awareness Week. I don't know if you're aware of that, but perhaps you've seen the posters that we've had. Now, if I just say that, he might pay attention now to the bulletins as he passes by. Might want to come to our lecture or something like that. So you say, we're having Islamic Awareness Week. You may have seen some of the posters, and we're actually basically out here. This is North Courtyard, right? And we're telling people, we're sharing, telling people about Islam and conversing and talking to fellow students. Let me ask you, do you know much about Islam? He says yes. He says no. I can go anywhere I want. It's relaxed, no script. It's just nice and relaxed. It's just a fellow student. Yeah? Everybody relaxed? It's just a fellow student you're talking to. It's not like, I can't stutter, I can't make grammatical mistakes. It doesn't matter. You can speak in Ebonics if you want. We be out here, we try to... It doesn't matter. I don't know how to speak Ebonics, but whatever you want. It's just you talking to a fellow student. It's relaxed. And inshallah, what we'll do, those of you who come, and I'm assuming I will be there the whole time, right, Ahmed? Right, Hamza? So basically, feel free. We can be partners with me. Not that you'll learn anything phenomenal. We'll just walk around together, just so at least you can see that it's really relaxed. We joke, and a lot of times we have jokes inside our da'wah thing. Like I told you the other day when they say about violence in Islam, and tell them, if Islam commanded us to be violent, we wouldn't be talking right now. We laugh, we talk, and then you could just, do you have 5 minutes, or are you on your way to class? Or you have 5 minutes. I'll tell you a little bit about Islam. We're promoting. You can use those little buzzwords. We're promoting peaceful coexistence. We're promoting mutual understanding. Whatever it is, that stuff. Just talk, chit chat. So give them a quick thing on. And then in America, I don't know how it is in Canada. In America, people don't like it when you say, "What religion do you belong to?" So that's why you always say, and just kind of like Shahada said, what's your background? So he might say, my background is Baptist, but I'm not anymore. So that's why when you say background, it makes it a little smoother, So just you introduce yourself, tell them what's happening here. It's Islam Awareness Week. You may have seen some of the posters around, and we're actually out here. We're all sharing information about Islam, telling people about Islam. Do you know much about Islam, sir, or man? And then they tell you yes or no, and then you explain to them, this is what I would like everyone to do from here until it starts. Think of what is your script, okay? Have a script ready in mind. When you're driving to work or to school, just practice it. Practice your script. Make sure it has a little short part about Allah Azza wa Jal, a little about the Prophet ﷺ, some of the pillars of Islam, and then say, and then you might ask a question. So everything that I explained, does it make sense? Anything that causes you friction or make you uncomfortable? No. Well, you know what now? And what's the other issue we forgot? We get the name, right? Joseph. So, and you know what, Joseph? We actually now have the ingredients of becoming a Muslim Joseph. So we'd like you, Joseph, to become Joseph, a Muslim Joseph. And that's it. Use that name, ask them to become Muslim. They say yes, they say no, whatever. From the response you can see, if he's like, that means I can encourage this guy. If he says, then okay, well, I still need to explain a bit more to this guy, And what if he says, no, I'm not interested, don't have time? Well, okay, well, thank you very much. At least let me interest you, and perhaps I can interest you in reading this pamphlet. If you have any questions, we're going to be here all week, every day from 9 to 3. And, hope to see you around if you have questions. If I'm not here, some of my friends will be here tomorrow, right in this place. And that's it. Do you see how it's so relaxed and so easy? It's really a fun and easy thing, okay? There's no pressure. You don't have to be 100% on the, So, another demo or what? Are we good? Time's up. Now? One more from me or from someone else? From someone else, right?
I'd say a poem on 4 wives.
Now?
Poem on 4 wives.
Are we get serious for a minute?
No.
Actually, I've never ever said that poem with sisters in the room, ever.
Okay, we'll shut the camera off. It's not.
But the sisters are still in the room.
Everyone's saying.
Huh? Now? No. معقولة. ما ينفعش. عفوا؟ No. طيب, let's just get. Well, if you're going to sit for 5 minutes for a poem, let's do another demo in 5 minutes. But no one wants to go except the young man. Yeah. Yeah. I have this bad habit when a young kid asks me, I always say no, my grandmother. One time I was giving this lecture. The masjid was packed, food and good and stuff. And this little kid said me, and I just forgot where I was. No, my grandmother. Yeah, you. But it went pretty well. Everyone loved it. Yes, sir. You talk to the guy right there. Tell him your name, greet them, tell him your name, tell him a little about Allah, the Prophet, if you want pillars, or maybe I'll stop you there. Go ahead.
Assalamu Alaikum, my name is Omar, and what's your name? Okay, and what's your background? Okay.